Shalom. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the brothers out there pushing the truth and sincerity. Today's a quick video, man. I just wanted to talk about, I'm at work, I'm leaving. I'm in the elevator, with this officer. Clearly Edomite. His face is red from his excitement. From this video, he was showing another Edomite who was, waiting in the elevator. He was on the elevator with us, and I'm with one of the brothers. He is showing this other Edomite a video, okay, of, you see all these UFO sightings lately, okay? And to talk about these UFOs, people think that UFOs are like aliens, like real aliens. People who, would pay attention to scriptures and read the Bible, whether they are knowing the truth of it or not, though, would know these are, signs from the Most High, okay? Some of these signs are angels. Some of these signs are going to be chariots, all right? This is all works of the Most High, though, when you see these UFOs, all right? These are not aliens or people from other worlds. The Lord, have many mansions. In other words, talking about other planets, we can't be the only planet in this universe with life on it. But what I'm saying is people think they're like those green face, green skin, black eyed, weird shaped, non-human like aliens. This is not what those are. These are signs from the Most High. But anyway, he's showing us he showed his guy, his friend, the video, and it was a whole lot of scattered lights. Looked like they were angels. So he's in excitement, showing the other Edomite, like, oh, look at these angels, look at these angels. And then he comes to us, he comes to me and the other brother, we're a little younger than he is. And he says, oh, I don't even think you guys, will be ready for this. This might shock you guys. Or you guys probably wouldn't even believe this. You guys niggas fake. Saying a whole bunch of stuff like that. I don't remember what he said word for word, but his point being made was that we wouldn't even be able to fathom what we were going to see. So, I'm laughing. Me and the other brother, we're laughing. All right? Because I'm like, I don't want to speak too much about it. The Lord says, be wise as a serpent, innocent as a dove. So that's what I do. I just laugh it off. And I'm like, nah, like, I know about that. I know what that is. Didn't want him to ask me no questions. I was like, nah, I know about that. That's what's up. We walked it off. I shook it off. And just kept going about my day. But it was just funny to me. It was laughable. It's something I just really wanted to talk about because, I'm thinking on my way out, what should I, talk about today when I do go into these scriptures and make a video? What should I talk about? And it was just like, it hit me right after that, So it's just funny because these Edomites, he was happy. He was like, oh, we're in the days of Noah. We're in the last days, Christ. He said, Christ is coming back, man. He was so ecstatic, so excited, so excited that he started getting red in the face, just like a Edomite. So I just want to get into a couple of scriptures, just with the Lord letting you Edomites know, like he doesn't fuck with you, okay? Plain and simple. He doesn't like you guys, okay? You guys are the wicked. You guys were set here to do wickedness, all right? And you guys have done it and overdone it. That's why you guys are going to be paid back, doubling your works. Like I said in one of my other videos, you guys are going to be paid double, okay, for all of the wickedness that you have done to the nation of Israel, all right? So I just want to get into a couple of scriptures, man, just talking about, just that Esau, Edom, you guys are not receiving that salvation, man. Plain and simple, all right? So the first scripture I want to get out is in Genesis 25th chapter. And the exact scripture is Genesis 25, and I'm going to start at 23, okay? And this is just the Lord speaking to Rebecca, who was the mother who birthed Jacob and Esau. All right. So it reads, this is Genesis 25 and 23. And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Okay? And the elder shall serve the younger. As it reads down, I'm going to go to Genesis 25 and 25. And the first came out. Pay attention to this, all right? Because it says, like I just read, the elder shall serve the younger. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau. All right? People know Esau. That is the forefather of the Edomites, the nation of Edom, the so-called white man. Okay? So this is why it was funny to me when this police officer, who is clearly an Edomite, was so ecstatic on talking about the return of Yahweh Shai. Him not even knowing his name was already laughable, because he's, bragging and boasting about the return of someone who he doesn't even know essentially exists. He knows he knows that being, the Lord's son that he gave to us. He knows that the deliverer exists, but he does not know, one, what he looks like, two, where he's truly from, okay, what he's truly about, and obviously his real name, okay? So I'm gonna read it over. This is Genesis 25 and 25. And the first came out red and all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. All right? So you looking at that part, like I said, it says the elder shall serve the younger, like I read before. Jacob, forefather of, whose name was turned to Judah, who became the forefather of the Israelites. Okay? The 12 tribes, man. All right? This started with Jacob. And Esau is a forefather of Edomite, started the nation of Edom. All right? So Edomites, Esau, were made to serve Judah, were made to serve Jacob, okay? The tribes, they were made to serve us Israelites. That's Esau's true job. So when you hear us other brothers talking about that they're going to go into slavery, and it's going to be double the length of time that they had us in slavery, this was foreseen, man. This was already said, okay? When Esau was first born, this was his purpose, okay, was to serve us. So in the kingdom, man, they're going to be our slaves, man. We're going to be ruling in righteousness, though, not like their wickedness. They had us in slavery, but it was in wickedness, all right? It was disgusting, the things they did to us, man. And when the elect, Lord willing, I'm in that number, have these spiritual powers and that understanding of all things and that remembrance, okay, of that past, there's going to be no let up, no more Mr. Nice Guys, as people like to say, man. All right? We're going to be furious, man, enraged. All right? It talks about that in scripture, man. We're going to be furious and enraged, man, taking out all of our anger, man. And they will be paid back double their works, man. So this is just plain right here. For anyone who tries to, have anything to say about how, the Lord loves all people. All people have a chance of salvation. These other nations of people who are so excited for the return of Yahweh Shai, don't even know his name, okay, what he looks like, but they're excited for his return. Obviously not knowing the wrath that he is bringing, that anger that he is bringing, the destruction upon this place, Babylon, that he's bringing, man. All right? You Edomites were made to serve us, man. You guys were made to do all, because of our disobedience, because of us disobeying the law of the Most High, aiding and really allowing the killing of his son that he gave to us. That's the reason why you guys were in rulership. All right, okay. It was our fault. That's like our bad. All right, we're the reason. We were the reason. Okay, but now we're gonna be ruling in righteousness, and things are gonna go to the way they are supposed to be. All right, and that's what Jacob, or so-called Israel, the Israelites, okay, also known as, that's when we are going to be in rulership again. In Edom, the nation of Edom, Edomites, they are going to be serving us. All right, they're going to be our servants. They're not going to be the same they are now. They are not going to rise up. They are going to be below. The nation of Israel will rise up. And that's why you see all these brothers waking up now. And you see we're in the times of the end, which is what the officer was talking about in the first place. Okay? When he showed us the video, he was trying to tell us, oh, we're in the times of the end, man. It's just great to see, man. He was telling us how his family, is real religious, which was also very laughable. He's just telling us how his family's so religious, and that they, study this and can't wait. These are the signs of the times. I'm like, you right. I nodded my head with a smile on my face and like, you are right. These are the signs of the times. Okay, we are in those final days, and I am thankful. Thank you for showing me that, Mr. White Man. Okay, that's what I'm thinking in my head. Because, we're going to be having back our dominion over this earth, man, in righteousness. All right? Alongside Yahweh Shai on those 12 thrones, man. Slack it. So, Jacob, like I was speaking about earlier, is, the forefather of Israel. And like I said, his name was changed to Israel. All right? And in the chapter in Genesis, in the 32nd chapter, talks about that. All right, this is Genesis 32, and I'm going to start at 22. And he rose up that night and took his 2 wives, it's talking about Jacob, and his 2 women servants, and his 11 sons, and passed over the ford Jabbok. And he took them, and sent them over the brook, and sent them over that he had, and Jacob was left alone. And there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of day. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollows of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint, as he wrestled with him. And he said, let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. And he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with the Most High, and with men, and hast prevailed. Okay? So this is right here. Jacob is wrestling with this man, okay? And asking for a blessing. Jacob is asking for a blessing, okay? And he said, okay. And he said unto him, as it says in Genesis 32 and 27, he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. All right? So when you read in scriptures and you see that name Jacob, all right, when you are reading before this time when his name is changed to Israel, all right, when it says Jacob, know that it is talking about the nation of Israel. Jacob is the forefather of the nation of Israel. So when it's talking about the blessings that are bestowed upon Jacob and the things that are to come with Jacob, all right, it is talking about the nation of Israel and the Israelites, all right, which from what I've said earlier, this is the opposite of Esau and the nation of Edom. Okay, Esau, he is the forefather of Edomites. Who are those people? Those are the so-called white man. They came out red and all over in hairy garment. And who is red? Red, the skin color. If we're talking about skin color, and if you call somebody red, that would be someone who you can see the blood through their skin. Someone whom you can see the blood coming through their skin. And we all know that there is only one color and race of people on this earth. It's only one race of people who you can really see their blood through their skin, who turn red like that. Okay? And those are these so-called Edomites. All right? I'm pretty sure everyone, knows somebody, some so-called white man who you can see his blood through their skin, which would be so-called red. So for you looking at the nation of Edom and these Edomites, man, and looking at, what their destiny to say is, who these people are, their purpose. Any Edomite that even has a question, once an Edomite even figures out he is one, most of them don't even know. Once they figure out they are Edomite, all right, all you got to do is read them Obadiah, the first chapter. You can read the whole thing through. All right, so I'm going to start at 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, that dwellest in the clefts of rock. All right, and this is talking about Esau and the nation of Edom, because they fled into Mount Seir. Okay, and Israel, Jacob, and the Israelites, they fled into Egypt. All right. So when it's talking about rise and let us rise her battle, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou dwellest in the clefts of rock. That is what it's talking about. Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself, Salakia, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Okay, so this is the Lord's words, man. This is the Most High. Okay, for people who think that they can alter the words of the Creator of all things, man, you got to be sick in the head, man. You cannot alter what he says and what he does and what he's about. All right. His word is bond, man. The Most High's word is bond. Okay. Everything in this book has came to pass, and the things that haven't are going to, and you see them. This is the only book. You go to any other religion and grab their religious book, okay, and tell, like the Quran, all right, and grab any religious book and tell me if they have these exact, prophecies already have played out, and then the ones that are coming true are as time goes on and will continue coming true. This is the only book with that exact truth, and you can pinpoint. It's very detailed. Okay, you see these scriptures are very detailed, man, and it explains everything down to the T. All right, and okay, this reads on. And this is talking about, the fall of Edom. All right. Obadiah 1, this is 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers in the night. So he's saying, this is how they were going to come down. That he would come to thee as a thief in the night. Okay. For people who don't really understand, the old English, this is what it's saying. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Will they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, will they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All of the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, and he prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. All right. So this is just talking about how Edom is very confusing. All right. Their deceit. They speak with two tongues, man. They deceive you. As it's saying here, it's reading here, using that exact word, deceived. All right. They are an all deceiving nation, man. They are the kings of ideology, man. as I talked about in my first video on here, man. Ideology, all right? Just the thought process, and the process, ideology, the process of, making things that you just say and want to be true, the truth through power, all right? And Esau lives by the sword. So this power was given unto them to violently force their ways upon people, man, and deceive people. You even look at this English language that Edom loves to speak, all right? It is the most deceiving language in the whole world, man, in existence. It's the only language where there's one word that can mean so many different things, man. So it just matters how you say it. You can say it smooth, you can say it nice, you could be saying the most evil and backwards thing, man. But if you say it in the right tone and use it in the right kind of context, somebody can be deceived from that. Okay? As it reads on, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau, and thy mighty men, O Taman, shall be dismayed, to the end that everyone of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. All right, so nobody, no Edomite, okay, is making it. So, you guys that are happy, and those religious, those Christians, all right, who say they know about the, these final days, man, and recognize these signs of the times, man, I would not be getting so hype if I was you, man. This is the end of you guys, man. This is the end. It says right here, Esau may be cut off by slaughter, okay? To the end that everyone of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter, all right? For thy violence, all right, pay attention to this. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, all right? Salakia. So reading that again, if you put that, like I said, Jacob's name was changed to Israel. So if you read that over, it will say, for thy violence against thy brother Israel, which would be the nation of Israel, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. All right? Forever, man. All right, that doesn't mean that there's a time, again, that you guys will be able to rise up, all right, and be in any type of commanding and power, man. You guys are giving your time of power. Giving your time of commandment, man. You guys did wickedness with it, man. Just pure backwards evil, all right? And you guys are going to be cut off for that, man. Slaughtered, all right? Slaughtered, cut off forever, all right? In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou wast as one of them, even thou wast as one of them. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. All right, this is talking about Edom, Esau being happy, man, seeing calamity happen to the Israelites, man, seeing bad things happening to them, man. All right, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Then this is what they still do this today, man. As long as it's not them, they happy about it, man. If destruction is happening to somebody that's not them, man, it's like a celebration to them, man. It's like a celebration. You see it from everywhere growing up. All right. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. As I just said, man. Thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. So you hear all this wickedness, okay, that Esau was doing, man. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. All right, so you just reading all this wickedness, man, and all these things that were happening out of anger, out of Esau's anger, man, acting on anger and emotion. That's like a female. That's what females do, man. All right? Me and Brother Yawam, we talking about that just a while ago, man. What it takes to be a man. Being able to judge righteously. Not based upon your emotions and your feelings. Just what's right and what's wrong, man. Simply. All right? So as it reads on, and this is just talking about the judgment for this wickedness. All right? It's Obadiah 1:15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Okay, so everything that they have done, all the wickedness that they have done will be done unto them. All right? Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. All right? So things are not going to be the same for them. Okay, they've been in this rulership and this wicked dominion over the earth, man. Things are not going to be the same, man, when the Lord comes back to judge them, put that judgment on them. All right. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Okay. And you read if you listening to me as I'm reading, man. Pull out your Bible too, man. Read along so you can really grasp this understanding, man, as I'm breaking this stuff down, man. All right, this is what happens to the nation. This is what's going to happen to the nation of Edom and the Edomites, all right? It says the house of Jacob, so the house of Israel, shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. There shall not be any remaining, man. That's plain right there, man. For the Lord has spoken it. All right? So, man, just know, okay, Israel are going to be the inhabitants, all right? Israelites are going to be the inhabitants of this earth, man. Esau, you are wicked. And we'll have this wickedness, return to you, okay, in a righteous way, but you have in return double, all right, all the wickedness that you set out upon the Israelites and other nations for that matter. Just all the wickedness you've done, mostly to the nation of Israel, man. It's going to be paid back to you, all right? So don't be going around here thinking that you're going to rejoice in this time when Yahushua returns, all right? With that being said, I want to give our praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the brothers out there pushing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.